Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along, too, from the sideline. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First, for the West All-Stars, Steph Curry's out there with Harden. And manning the middle, a champion in his lone season at Kentucky. And the 2012 #1 pick overall, shot blocker extraordinaire Anthony Davis. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Durant in at the power forward. And for the East, Kyrie Irving is out there with DeRozan. We've got Antetokounmpo. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's LeBron in at the 4 slot. And so here are the West All-Stars. Curry passes to Davis. Back to Curry. Curry gets the screen from Davis. Curry attacking outside for Durant. Davis setting the pick for Durant. Shot clock at 6. And it's Davis with the jam.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Here are the East All-Stars. Antetokounmpo gets to Irving. Left side, Irving. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Davis sends it back. And the West All-Stars have possession. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, earlier I spoke with the head coach of the Eastern All-Stars. Defending Kevin Durant is one of their focal points in this matchup. He told me that Durant gives defenders problems because he can pull up and shoot at any time from any distance. He said usually you can try and funnel and trap a player, but with Kevin, there isn't really a way to force him out of his range.
Thank you, Doris. .56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Davis dishes to Leonard. The feed to Curry. Here's Harden on the wing. From deep. And it's the East with the rebound. And here they come. And so just over a minute and a half played. Durant kicks to Curry. Puts up the baby hook. And it ends up out of bounds. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Wall against Harden. It's Wall with the drive. Great D that time from Davis.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Oh, what a 3 at the horn. They end the quarter on a high note. What a big shot.
I'll say that'll put a little bounce in their step coming back out of this break.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars. What do you think?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
Harden with it. Outside Curry. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. And the ball goes out of play following the shot. And the East with some changes. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Wall. And it's Kemba Walker in for Isaiah Thomas.
Coach Popovich was fined last season for sitting out his top players in a nationally televised matchup against the Heat. I certainly understand the league's posture there, and it was a lot said about it. Yet, for a veteran team like the Spurs with championship aspirations, I understand resting key players during the course of the regular season.
Just 4 to shoot. And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Walker the pass to Lowry. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Lowry's got his first points of the game. And back to that fine for Popovich, $250,000. Stu better leave a dent.
Yeah, no doubt. But, you know, Popovich enjoys tweaking the league at times. This was clearly an effort to do that. But, look, I think it's good for him to actually, you know, kind of let the league know every once in a while that if you're going to give us that kind of schedule with my older team, I'm going to sit them down once in a while.
And here are the East All-Stars now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Back to Walker. George with the screen on Curry. Pass to Millsap from downtown. Harden grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Curry dishes to Harden. Back to Curry. Leonard on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now Millsap. And George, here we go. Just 3 on the clock. Misses at the rim.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. It's the West All-Stars, up 2. Well, folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to the halftime report with a close contest going on out at Air Canada Centre. A tight game for the West All-Stars squaring off against the East All-Stars. They've really dug in defensively. They're getting all the stops. Stephen Curry's been productive. Nothing comes easy. He's done the hard work, and they could pull it out once they get to the second half. And on the other side, the East All-Stars are also putting up good numbers. They've been working the ball inside, getting in close, easy points around the rim. A productive first half for Paul George. They're having some great production from Kyle Lowry as well. And we'll be heading back to the court for the rest of our coverage as we go to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. And here are the East All-Stars, trailing by 2. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, fellas, Greg Popovich, known for his sarcastic, sometimes contemptuous answers to some of the questions from us media members. He said it seems to entertain everyone but his wife. She tells him to cut it out, be a grown man, and show some maturity. But he said, I can't. I simply can't do it. Guys?
Yeah, he's a piece of work, isn't he? Thank you, Doris.
Well, keep an eye on this, Kevin. His ability to double clutch in midair and still make shots is incredible. Just unbelievable body control.
And here's something else, Steve. He invites contact when he's attacking the rim. He doesn't try to finesse his way through anything. He's going through bodies.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Outside Durant. Back to Curry. Durant sets a screen for Curry. Pass to Davis. Back at 6. Harden. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Gets it to go. Leonard's got 5.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Here's DeRozan. Shot is off. Now the West All-Stars the other way. And Curry, here we go. Davis. Rejected by LeBron. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Kicks it to DeRozan. Back to Irving. Gets the bucket. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Harden gets a screen from Durant. Harden kicks to Davis. Leonard on the wing. Lets it go from deep. That's good. Leonard's got 8 points.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game count. DeRozan on the wing. Back to LeBron. The dish to DeRozan. Feeds to LeBron. Here's Antetokounmpo. Soft touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Here is Harden. Gets it off. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. West All-Stars lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the West All-Stars.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game. You know, it was a pretty poor display from the field for them in the first half, but they've got the lead, and now the shots are starting to fall.
Now, they shot under 40% before the break, and that had to change coming into the second half, so now they're starting to figure it out.
Here's Butler. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's a perfect up and under there. That's textbook.
Now, here is Harden. The pass to Curry. He kicks to Durant. Leonard with a screen on the block. 6 to shoot. Curry kicks to Davis. Puts it up from 12. Gets it to go.
Boy, poor defense at both ends. It kind of reminds me of your teams, Clark.
Well, not exactly. We did give a little better effort. I mean, neither squad really digging in at that end. At least we tried to play defense.
Wide open. DeRozan's shot is good.
And now the crowd really getting into it.
Listen to that.
It is shaking in here, guys. Absolutely insane.
Curry gets the screen from Davis. Harden with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Back to Curry. Outside Leonard. Back to Curry. Outside for Durant. Lets it go. Connects.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Thomas goes in. No luck. Great D that time from Davis. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Throws it up high. Money!
So real alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's DeRozan, and Durant sends it back. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. LeBron drives in. And it's DeRozan missing.
Not the best shot. Long range and with a defender right in his space.
And defensively, that's the kind of work he's known for. I mean, he loves to lock you up.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Timeout called East All-Stars. They're behind by 7. 7 seconds left in the fourth. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. The tray. No good. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.